What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. For today's camera comparison we have the latest and greatest from Google, the Pixel 4, we have the iPhone 11 and of course the Samsung Galaxy S10. So in this video we are gonna find out which phone takes better pictures and videos. Now, just in case you're wondering, all the pictures were taken about a second apart from each other using the auto mode, except for the nighttime pictures, because for the nighttime pictures I had to switch the Pixel 4 and the Samsung Galaxy S10 to the night modes. The iPhone switches to that mode by itself. So in this video you're gonna see a bunch of daytime pictures. I've also included some portrait mode pictures. I have a bunch of nighttime pictures as well. And after those you can check out some sample videos during the day and during the night recorded with the front and the rear cameras on these three devices. And all the way at the end some selfies. And just before we start, help me out by pressing that like button. It's gonna mean quite a lot to me. Alright, so I think we should start by checking out some daytime pictures. So after looking at a bunch of pictures, I have to say that they all look pretty good in their own way. Now, if you see the pictures from the Pixel 4 and the iPhone 11, those ones look very similar. The dynamic range is the same, the colors are the same. But then if you look at the pictures taken by the S10, the saturation is much higher. So the pictures look more Instagram ready, if you know what I mean. But what I've noticed is that the dynamic range is better in pretty much every single picture taken by the S10. So I think for dynamic range the S10 did better than the Pixel and the iPhone 11. But again, tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment down below and let me know. Now moving on to some portrait mode pictures. Well, for portrait mode pictures I feel that the Pixel 4 has the most detail for the subject, for my girlfriend in this case. But I personally like how the portrait mode pictures from the iPhone 11 turn out. So I think the iPhone 11 would be the first one for portrait mode pictures, then the Pixel and then the Samsung Galaxy S10, because the S10 just doesn't look that great for portrait mode pictures. But no matter which one of these phones you choose, they all do really good. So once again, let me know in the comments down below which phone you prefer for daytime pictures, and I think I have a few more pictures that I want you to see and I'll be right back. And we are moving on to nighttime pictures. Well, for nighttime pictures, I feel that the Pixel 4 and the iPhone 11 do the best, followed by the Samsung Galaxy S10. Because if you check those pictures out, you're going to notice that pretty much every single picture taken by the S10, it's darker than the other two. And I know some of you are going to say, but hold on, the darker picture looks closer to reality. And that may be true, but I think it just comes down to your personal preference. For me personally, I like some pictures taken by the iPhone 11 and some pictures taken by the Pixel 4. They both do really good in low light. So definitely let me know in the comments down below which pictures you prefer for nighttime pictures between these three devices. And next we are gonna check out some sample recordings done with the front and rear cameras during the day. So we are basically looking for the best sound, the best video quality, and of course the best image stabilization. Now for the rear cameras I was able to record in 4K at 30 frames per second, even though the iPhone and the S10 can do 4K at 60 frames per second. And for the front facing cameras I was only able to do 1080p with the Pixel and 4K with the other two. The Pixel 4 can only do 1080p with the front. So let's check out those videos and I'll be right back. This is our first video test between the Pixel 4, the Samsung Galaxy S10 and the iPhone 11. I'm currently recording in 4K at 30 frames per second, and at this resolution all three devices have electronic image stabilization. Now the S10 and the iPhone 11 could also record in 4K at 60 frames per second, something that the Pixel 4 cannot do. So under these conditions, so basically walking on a sunny day and in the shade here, this is how recording from these three devices would look like. We are moving on to our second video test between the iPhone 11, the Samsung Galaxy S10, and of course the Pixel 4. So for this recording I'm gonna go running for a few meters so we can see which device has better electronic image stabilization. So let's do this. And for our last daytime video, we have some shade and some sunshine. So we can see which device does better for dynamic range, for video recordings, of course. So I'm gonna keep walking straight for a bit. We'll pan left. And we'll walk down again. And then to the right. And we are moving on to another video test, but this time around I'm using the front-facing cameras on the Pixel 4, the Samsung Galaxy S10, and of course the iPhone 11. Now with the iPhone 11 and the S10 we can also do 4K with the front-facing camera, where with the Pixel 4 we can only do 1080p with the front-facing camera. It is unfortunate but reality. So this is how recording with the front-facing cameras on these three devices would look like. So I'm gonna turn around and we're gonna walk this way a bit because the sun is in my face now, so you can see the details of the video better. So this is how recording with the front-facing camera on these three devices would look like. So personally I feel that the iPhone 11 has the best video quality, the best colors and the best crispiness, if I can call it that. Then with the Pixel 4 we get the best image stabilization, and then with the Samsung Galaxy S10 we get the best sound. But only if you talk behind the phones, because if you talk in front of the phones, the iPhone's sound is better. So I guess that has to do with the microphone positioning on the iPhone. But definitely let me know what you guys think, because the videos do look good for all three devices. So yeah, leave a comment down below and let me know which one you think is best for video. And we're moving on to checking out some nighttime recordings. And for nighttime recordings, I have to say that the iPhone sucks badly. I mean, it's probably the worst out of the three. So let's check out those recordings and I'll be right back. We are moving on to a quick video test in low light between the Pixel 4, the Samsung Galaxy S10, and of course the iPhone 11. As you can probably see, I am walking and I'm currently recording in 4K at 30 frames per second. So I'm gonna go this way. It's getting darker here, and this way you can see which device does better in low light. So I'm gonna keep walking and I'm gonna pan right and left towards this building here. So this is how a recording from these three devices would look in low light. And we are moving on to our second video test in low light between the Pixel 4, the iPhone 11, and of course the Samsung Galaxy S10. So I'm gonna pan right here. I can't really see much on the iPhone 11, but I can see some stuff on the Pixel and the S10. And next I'm gonna keep walking straight for a bit. And I'm gonna pan left here. So this is how recording at night between these three devices would look like. And as you've seen for yourself, nighttime videos aren't great on any of them, but if I would have to choose one of them, I think the Pixel 4 does the best at night, followed by the Samsung Galaxy S10, and then the iPhone 11 being the last one for nighttime recordings. But realistically, none of them does that great. Alright, and it's time to check out some selfies. And of course, I have selfies during the day and during the night. Well, for selfies, I personally feel that the iPhone 11 does the best for selfies. At least I look the best in those selfies. Even though the selfies from the Pixel 4 have a bit more detail, I still feel that I look the best in the iPhone 11 selfies. As for the S10, well, those selfies just don't look good at all. It has like a face smoothing effect on pretty much every single picture. As for nighttime selfies, well, hard to say once again. I guess the Pixel does the best, but then in certain pictures my face becomes way too white. So they all kind of suck for nighttime selfies, realistically. So there you have it, the Pixel 4, the iPhone 11 and the Samsung Galaxy S10. So whichever one you choose, they all do pretty good these days. Well, I think the iPhone and the Pixel do better than the S10, at least in my opinion. So definitely let me know in the comments down below which phone you prefer for daytime pictures, nighttime pictures, videos and selfies, of course. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, don't forget to press that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.